The Lamy Safari versus the TWSBI Swipe. Which pen is better? Hey everyone, I'm Dave with Beast Made Reviews, of course a channel dedicated to reviewing quality at different price points. Today I want to do a quick shootout between these two pens and see which one comes out on top. Now this is an excerpt from a larger video I did about Lamy killers, so if you want to go and watch the full video you can go and watch it up there, but today I'm just going to be showing these two pens here. And if you're interested in either of these pens, definitely go and check it out at the link below. And if you like this content, subscribe down below for more. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the comparison. The Lamy Safari is a great pen, made in Germany, made very well at a very good price. It's one of those pens that I think really sets the bar for value. It's pretty inexpensive, made very well, is a great entry-level pen, and truth be told, I don't necessarily know if it needs to be killed. Many people, myself included, really like the Safari, but some people don't like some of the features of the Lamy Safari. They might want something better quality, or cheaper, or just a different design entirely. So as the market does, the market responded and they made their version of what they think would compete with the Lamy Safari. Next pen here is the TWSBI Swipe. Now TWSBI is a brand out of Taiwan making very good pens, very excellent pens for the money, and they've really gained a cult following in the pen world. They're a brand that's often recommended to me in my comments section, and the Swipe is my first pen from them, but it won't be my last. Now this is made with an injection molded plastic resin. The length is 5.45 inches, diameter is 0.49 inches, it has a snap cap and is postable, and the length posted is 6.5 inches. This comes with a steel Yovo nib, size 4 nib, mine is in broad, a plastic feed, it weighs half an ounce, the color is salmon, it comes with a proprietary ink cartridge and two converters, a traditional twist converter, as well as a spring-loaded pump converter, and it's made in Taiwan. Now this pen was a big surprise. It's a very colorful pen, looks like it's aimed more for a newbie market, people who are just starting off with fountain pens, or maybe even younger people, but I think personally this is a great pen for anyone. The design itself is kind of a mixed bag of different design elements, and I'm not exactly sure if I like where it landed. But when you put it in your hand, put it on paper, it just feels right. Now it seems to be made pretty well, though there is a little bit of plastic flashing and little sharp edges every now and then. Nothing too bad, but it's just a little minor quibble here. It feels nice in the hand, light but balanced, and I really like the grip section. Even though it's a smooth plastic, I really like the shape of it. The nib is polished very well and is buttery smooth, and I think the ink window on the side here is also pretty cool. Looking down the barrel of the pen, it has a pentagonal shape to it, which is kind of a cool feature. And I find it really interesting and kind of a good value feature that it comes with two different converters here. Now the first one is just your kind of standard twist converter that you've seen 100 times, and that's cool right there. And that's probably actually what I prefer, but it is nice they put a different type of converter, a plunger style, spring-loaded plunger style. I don't normally like that, but some other people might prefer that or like just something different than their normal twist style. Now for the writing sample here, I'm using the ink from Ferris Wheel Press called Terracotta Canyon, which is a fantastic earthy orange color, kind of a brick color, and I love it. But this writing brings me to my only issue with this pen, in that it writes on the dry side and will not always start when you want it to. That's something that you can probably tune out with just a little bit of adjustment to the nib and the feed, but it's still kind of a bummer there. But the writing itself, the nib is very smooth and really nice. I really just love writing with this pen when the ink flows. Overall, this is a fantastic pen with a lot of personality and extra value with the different converters here. The nib is super smooth and is a joy to write with, though mine needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Now comparing this to Lamy, I went back and forth quite a bit on this. This was a pretty close race for me. The Swipe is slightly thicker and just a hair shorter. The cap on the Swipe I think is much better, but the clip I think is far worse. I think the nib on the Swipe is probably more universal. You can find other nibs that will fit this. And the grip is also more traditional. But the design of the Swipe is a little bit all over the place, not quite as uniform as the Safari. A small pet peeve there. And both pens write really well, though the Swipe is much smoother and polished very, very well. The Swipe is definitely a fun and quirky pen with a lot of personality. It's not perfect, but is good where it counts, and is an excellent alternative to the Lamy, so definitely check out the TWSBI Swipe. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with Beast Made Reviews. Bye.